pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And tip-off approaching, but in the meantime, let's discuss post-play. Shaq, you were a dominant post scorer. Duh. Who do you think are the top post scorers?
One, DeMarcus Cousins, 25-13. Can go inside and go outside. He's a little frantic at times, but he's up there. Zach Randolph, he's got great feet work, nice soft touch. Big Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals. He does everything with his right hand, so he's so good. That's all he needs. And Brook Lopez, nice size, nice touch, and nice feet work, too. I know you say feet work is not a word, but you can't do nothing with footwork. You need both feet. So Dr. O'Neal, name it, feet work, put it in the dictionary, shut it up.
Okay. Well, you know what? The guy who reminds me of Shaq a little bit? Nikola
Pekovic.
Yes.
Stop it.
He does, man. He's got some of
your mind.
He overpowers guys.
Stop it.
I mean, it's like a little version
it
of
out.
Okay, all right.
Send
I was
it to
reaching.
Kevin before I body slam this guy.
I was reaching, man.
Jeez.
I had the Kevin Durant alarms on that. I was reaching.
All right.
Tim Duncan's got to be in that conversation.
Oh, Dwight Howard, Blake Griffin, good guys. That overpower people. We're talking about.
My bad.
I apologize. Just overpowering.
No, but I already said the top centers in the league.
Oh, no, I'm just saying about overpowering.
Answer the question, man.
Okay, my bad.
Time to go down to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call. Kev?
Nikola.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
On the road and hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival, the Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Look at the Lakers. Well, they're certainly excited about this one. They'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. 2 top caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle.
I guarantee you what, guys, the adrenaline is already flowing on both sides. A rivalry matchup like this means a little more to the players than just any other game.
And not just the players, Greg. How about the fans, too? I mean, they get into this thing as well. We've got an electric atmosphere in here, just like it always is when these two teams square off. This should be a good one, and I'm glad to be right in the middle of it.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. And it's Bogut in at the 5, roaming the paint. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geek, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Now here's Rondo after the miss from Klay Thompson and finished off by Davis.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Curry after the basket by Los Angeles. Screened by Bogut. Iguodala outside. He dishes it to Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. That is good.
I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Suns.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. and they never figured out how to attack the defense in that.
Here's Iguodala. Following the basket by LeBron James. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Passes to Curry. The screen from Thompson. Iguodala against James. Curry wide open. Off target from outside.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Davis. Great tee that time from Green.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Curry kicks to Green. Thompson outside. There's the dish to Iguodala. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Iguodala's got 5 now.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
The drive by Rondo has to Bryant. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Iguodala outside. Great D that time from LeBron.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's James. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix.
Rondo with the nice dish.
The Warriors lead it. Outside Curry. Iguodala outside. He kicks it to Green. Back to Iguodala. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish, Clark, to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he had been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Now here's Green. Outside Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Rondo passes to LeBron. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Davis dishes to Howard. Outside, Kobe. Pass to Davis. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Bryant. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Iguodala outside. Back to Curry. Dishes it to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
You know, for Iguodala at this point in his career, it's just about winning. He's had a couple of large contracts. He's made multiple All-Star teams, but now it's about rings for him. And he got one.
And the Lakers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Greg, you're exactly right. It couldn't have been worse, in my opinion. They didn't look fresh at any point in the game. Just seemed to be flat and listless, no spark.
Now here's Curry. 23 points his last outing. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Feeds to Green. The pass to Spates. Shot clock at 6. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Spates has got his first points of the night.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now, here is Morris. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Bradley kicks to Morris. Rondo, wide open. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Rondo's got his first basket. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Curry passes to Thompson. The feed to Green. Takes a 3. That's good. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Rondo dishes to Morris. He feeds it to James. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Curry. Looking for his first basket still in this one. There's a screen. Iguodala kicks to Spates. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
J.R. Smith's checked in for the Lakers. Miller comes in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Golden State, Barnes, he's checked in for Iguodala. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And both free throws good for Spates.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Outside Bradley. Morris a screen, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And the idea of setting the screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you've got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Now here's Barnes. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte. From the stripe, Smith with some nice D.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Kept alive. Howard, the pass to Davis. Bradley against Barbosa. Bradley drives in, and J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors leading by 4. Livingston dishes to Barbosa. Kicks it to Spates. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Smith against Barnes. Here's Howard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back. Then his body betrays him.
First one falls for him.
And talking about Howard, always a perennial double-doubles leader. Last year, through the injuries, he dropped down to 23 total double-doubles. But that was in only 41 games. So the average over an 82-game stretch would have put him in the top 5 once again. So clearly, he has a lot left when he's healthy.
Getting back to Dwight Howard, I think he's at a crossroads physically. Had back and knee issues. It's highly unlikely he can be 100% for a full season. You just hope to have him happy and healthy for your most important games.
Spates sets a screen. Barbosa kicks to Spates. Clock at 4. Shot on the wing. Barbosa's shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Here is Livingston, covered by Miller. Top of the key. Almost, but it rolls out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's Bradley on the wing, covered by Barbosa. Smith outside. Outside, Davis. Fades and shoots. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Kevin, here's where the Warriors rank in the NBA over the last month. First in three-point shooting. First in opponent shooting percentage. And they're the number 2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens. And creating those open looks, that's been key.
Green is checked in for Bradley. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Barbosa kicks to Barnes. 1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
Got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Passes it to Green. J.R. Smith on the wing. He dishes it to Miller. And Howard with the stop.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny, that's a facial.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here is Livingston. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors ahead, up 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Kobe Bryant with some big assist numbers recently. He talked about why he's made that a focus now.
The thing that I thought was trying to get everybody high percentage looks and change the rhythm of the team in terms of the energy that we were playing with, the belief that we were playing with.
When he is out, he does play that facilitator role pretty darn well, doesn't he?
Yes, and we got some glimpses of just what might be possible for a healthy Kobe Bryant, surrounded by players who can keep up with him even in practice.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
Rajon Rondo is out there with Green. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's LeBron James. And it's Morris in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Iguodala. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Bogut. No good off the back of the rim. And now the fetch break. Rondo with the ball. Smith with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Smith's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Lakers. Iguodala, the pass to Kerr. Back to Iguodala. And he gets it to go. Iguodala's got 9.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
It's Thompson off the drive. The dish to Iguodala. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's on Rajon Rondo. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Could you? I know.
He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin, and a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
Warriors leading by 4. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Bogut down low. Morris is there. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the Lakers. Avery Bradley comes in for Green. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Now here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Screen by Bogut. Iguodala outside. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A 3 from Barnes. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. You know, Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is strong as ever at the defensive end. Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Nobody near Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. LeBron dishes to Bradley. Here's Bryant. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 3. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Thompson passes to Iguodala. Again, Golden State.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Rondo. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
Golden State's got fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Screen by Bogut. Bradley against Thompson. Fades. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Bradley drives in. Barnes grabs the miss.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Pass to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Shot is no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kobe kicks to Rondo. Bryant dishes to Rondo. Back to Kobe. James sets the screen for Kobe. Shot off the screen. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Curry against Bradley. Curry passes to Bogut. Back to Curry. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Dion Waiters checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 7.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision. And Whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
And here is Iguodala after Avery Bradley was able to get the triple. Bradley against Curry. Clock at 6. Launches it. And he gets it to go. Curry's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Warriors.
And how about that, responding to a three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Iguodala against Bradley. Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Outside Bradley. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. Warriors leading by 8. Curry with it. He's got 8. A 3 from Barnes. Bryant with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Howard, that's good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Curry. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. James outside. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And, you know, a huge moment for Kobe last season before the injury. I mean, he passed the great Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Davis has checked in for Bryant, and Andre Miller has subbed in for Bradley. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. Offensive rebound. Spates makes it off the glass. Spates has got 8 points.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Here's Howard. The shot is off, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. For Kobe, that was him moving into the 3rd spot ahead of Michael Jordan. Says a lot, Clark, about where he stands among the greats.
And you look at it, he is first among perimeter players now in that regard. So he's clearly on a very short list of the greatest wingmen of all time in the history of the league.
And so it's the Lakers with it. The Warriors making the shot. The drive by Chico.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for man. Oh, man, was that
And no
fun.
doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times, a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Lakers trail by 6. Waiters with the ball. Ready now by Barnes. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Green kicks to Livingston. And Davis sends it back. Fast break, the Lakers. Miller's got the ball, and he gets the bucket. Now just a 4-point Warrior lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here is Barbosa. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Green kicks to Spates. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Howard. Smith comes in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Waiters. Miller outside. Back to Morris, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And checking out some numbers for Livingston, his last 10 games, he's averaging 7 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Morris drops them both. Warriors leading by 4. Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Morris against Spates. Just 5 to shoot. Green, the screen. The 3, Barbosa. But they'll get another chance. Spates kicks to Livingston. Pass to Barnes. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And it's 7 points for Barnes.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now, here's Green. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's Davis finishing it off.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Here is Livingston. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Green, the screen. Spates dishes to Barbosa. Livingston kicks to Barnes. Takes the 3. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Here's Miller. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Lakers working the ball around now. Morris a screen. Miller the pass to Morris. Again, Los Angeles.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shoots it up. Here's Spates, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Davis.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The Warriors have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And both free throws good for Spates.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Warriors lead by 6. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team you're playing here tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense. You know, And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end. And I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thank you. They know they've got their hands full, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was when things really came together for them, and the result is they were able to build a solid 6-point lead at the half. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.